I believe we're going to call this the return of the waffle.
The return of the waffle.
What are we doing here?
Today we're putting holes in this bed for a tea bucket, right?
So what is the thing anyway? We're going to see how good he is.
This is a plug, the orange inside.
So inside of here, that's right, is a plug. It's a plug.
And that's what you use to make the mold itself, right?
Right. So the bed for our tea bucket was getting a little rough.
Yeah.
So we made a plug, which is, we want it exactly like we want it. So then we start building a mold, right? So it's a 2-piece mold. Why is it 2 pieces?
I don't know, to be honest. I didn't know.
Well, if there's a reverse curve, see how it's got these
yeah,
raised bits on it? It won't pull out of there very well unless we, it's 2 pieces. So now we built it on there, built the one side, built a flange on it, built the other side, built the flange on it. Did you help me do the flanges? No, you waxed and helped get it done. All right, so now we're putting holes in it so we can bolt it together, right?
Yep.
Okay, so why don't you put one like here and just maybe one in between those and one in between
6
those.
inches.
Well, not every 6 inches, don't need that many, but no, go a little bit farther down here, about there. All right, so we got our holes drilled, right?
Yep.
Hey, you've been missing in action for a couple days. Where were you at?
I was sick with COVID.
What?
Yeah.
You had the flu?
No, COVID, coronavirus. I felt like my insides were
Corona? You said you had what?
coronavirus.
Limes and lemons and salt? You better not be
Sure.
doing the Corona.
Sure.
So what were you trying to do? So anyway, we put these holes here. I'm gonna blow this off. It's kind of like this. This is our mini T. There's 2 pieces on the mold and you gotta bolt it together. So you all better now, or are you infecting this old man?
I'm a lot better now.
Oh, you're a lot better.
Yeah.
So when I'm sick next?
You can take your day off.
Okay, we're gonna knock it off. So what did you try to do first here?
Tried to put it here, and it was gonna bend this up and break the mold.
Yeah, you got a stern warning.
Yeah.
So y'all missed that on camera, but you can see we don't want to work and bend the flange down because it's going to be stuck in this area. It won't go down. What we're going to have to do is pop it out that way. And now we're going to see how well you prepped this mold, or the plug, I mean, for the part.
I don't think I prepped it this time. I think Eric prepped it this time.
Oh, I hope
prepped it
so.
the time before.
All right, let's knock it off and see what we got.
No groove in
Pressure's on.
here. Yes, it is.
We had a break for a second there for some instruction.
Yeah.
This is not the way to do it. You don't want to put a metal thing in there because you can break the mold pretty easy doing that. But we had to get it apart, so I was pretty careful doing that. So we got plastic wedges here. You think you can get that wedge in there now?
Might be able to.
Maybe. Yeah, that's a good sound. Put another one in the bottom now. Okay, go ahead and drive that all the way in. All right, pop off of there. Should pop off of there now, don't want it. There you go. Came off pretty nice.
That's the spot there.
So you can see what I was talking about. If you'd have tried to drive this down, it would have drove it against these, and it wouldn't have went. So here's the part of the mold that would be stuck if we didn't take this mold apart like this. So it came out. That's a good thing. So there's a new mold, flat sides for the 23 pickup box. Now let's see if we can get the other part out. So we've kind of got this one loose. About to get it out.
Hopefully.
Now this has got things on the side here. Leave that in there like that. We're actually pulling it against a reverse curve. So why don't we have another piece of a mold here that comes off this way? What do you think?
If I have to take a rough guess, because it pulls backwards. Then.
Well, we can we can put the wedge in here and spread it enough so that that part will come out of here. And then the mold's gonna be thicker, and this plug here is way thicker than the part will be. So once we build the part, we'll just be able to bend that in a little bit and pull it up off of there. So drive that in a little bit and let's see if it does come off of there. Drive it all the way through there. Drive it in like this. So we drove a little bit thicker wedge in on this side. And then instead of looking for another thick one, I just took another small one and we kind of drove them sideways like that.
You gotta work with what you got.
Well, we got the other ones, but yeah, exactly. Work with what you got. So in theory, we should be able to pull this up out of here. You want to go ahead and try to pull it out? Grab that side, and now we want to come out even. So the whole thing got to come up at the same thing. We don't want to wedge it one way or another. That took both hands to get it up that far. So we should be able to pull it out of here now. There you go. Go ahead and set this on the floor. Let's set it upside down. Turn it over. And you can see it's pretty slick there. So this mold has been sanded. We did a little body work on it, did some sanding, did primer, blocked it, prime it, blocked it, wet sanded it, buffed it. So that's pretty slick. So you want your mold as good as the part's going to be. So now, what do we got here?
This is the
What
mold
are all these
itself.
things? What are all these things? What do you think?
The divots, they hold them apart together to like keep it like aligned.
Yeah, it keeps it aligned.
Yeah.
I'm an old body man. I didn't know that at first, so this is something I learned afterwards.
Yeah.
So what they are is half a ping pong ball.
Yeah, I've seen.
Oh, you've seen that? So when we were building it, I stick a ping pong ball onto this flange that I make only a flange. I put the flange on the part. So when we built this part, which we built first, the ping pong ball made these holes. So now I want to set that up there and let's see what we get. Let's see how this lines up. Look at that.
Like butter.
You could almost say a monkey could do that, huh? Did we make it idiot-proof?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't misalign it.
No.
So there we go. You see that little line in there. What you see in here now is clay, which we put on the part when we built that, so the resin didn't go under there. So before we build a part, we will put clay on everyone. But right now, you're going to put what we got to do. You know the process?
This is a new system, right?
In the new system.
So you wipe it down
Twice?
twice.
With what?
Cleaner.
Cleaner? Then what do you do?
Then you wipe it 4 times with sealer.
Okay, what do you do in between?
30 minutes in between.
15 in the between the cleaner and 30 between the sealers?
Cleaner, 30 in between the sealer.
And then what?
4 coats of release.
4 coats of release, 30 minutes in between.
Yep.
And then you should be able to pull, 10, 12 parts out of it. Keep the mold clean. We'll probably buff this a little bit before we do that, so it gets super slick, but hey, I'm excited. We have us a new mold. The boys in the body shop are going to be incredibly excited.
Yes, they
Now they
are.
won't have to do body work on every box that goes up there to make it look good.
Especially my dad.
Yeah, especially your dad. Yep. Waffle's
been
dad
waiting.
works here. He's in the body shop. So there you go. You got any good parting words for us?
Stay happy. Try to achieve your dreams. And if you don't achieve them right away, they'll come to you eventually.
Keep working. Good. That's a good
Keep
thought. I
working.
like it. All right. So the waffle's back.
I'm back.
All right.